Your right hand has gotten pretty good by this point, just, fingerstyle, and you know what you're doing, and you're just not satisfied with either the volume of it or the tone. And tone is more important than volume, but this will be a potential fix for both. People, when they play fingerstyle, lots of people use these metal finger picks, and sometimes a thumb pick. So you get this kind of sound. I think it's very mechanical and almost annoying to my ear. I'm a big fan of the thumb pick, but not so much the metal picks. And what I'm going to suggest is there's a difference in terms of how you can approach this. Rather than playing, and most beginning fingerstyle players, they have a pretty delicate touch. You see the fingers dance in and out of there as opposed to sort of rest close. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good pattern, a good technique. But rather than go for volume by using the metal picks or some plastic picks or anything like that on your right hand, I'm going to suggest that this is a little bit different approach to it, but I get my fingers in there. Rather than worrying about the nail, I'm using the pad of my fingers, right? So I get, I don't know if you can, how well I can make this look, but as opposed to having my fingers just rest on top, they're actually kind of in there, right? So my fingers I have a grip on the guitar. And so I don't want to call it pinching so much, but some people would call it that. But I have enough of the pad of my finger in there that I can actually pull down on the string, or I can snap it. And there are times when that makes sense. For blues and rock and roll, sometimes snapping is the answer. Thumb pick, depending on the type of music, you should at least know how to play without the thumb pick. Classical guys, a lot of classical players will use the end of their thumb. I'm not a big fan of that. I like using the side of the thumb. That way you can get more of a thump for blues. You get some percussion sound. But the essence of what I'm talking about is with the thumb and with the fingers is get them in there, and try to you'll find that because you have more pull on the string, more control over the strike of the string, you'll get the volume you want, and you'll have much better tone than the guy with the metal finger deals. The other thing is, for some strumming patterns, which you're not using a pick for, it's nice to throw your fingernails into the strings, throw them down in and brush out. And it's tough to do that with the metal picks on. Sometimes you can do it with the plastic ones, but with the metal picks, it's likely they're going to go flying across the room. And that's the end of your tune if that happens, or you just have to muscle through it somehow. But you don't have to worry about that if you just learn to play with control and volume, and your dynamics will improve. Most people that play with those finger picks, either plastic or metal, I don't see them with a tremendous amount of dynamic range, not to hurt anybody's feelings, but I think you get a lot more control over dynamics with just the pads of your fingers. So try that for a week or two and see if you can get the hang of it. And if you can, I think you'll find you get all the volume you need without having to worry about going to the nail salon, without having to buy a fistful of metal or plastic, and save you the aggravation of, did I bring my picks with me? Because they're attached to you.